Good afternoon, team. Before I start, I would like to thank you once again for this opportunity to work with you all. Craigslist has always operated in a way that goes against the current. Where other companies employ hundreds for a position, the team here consists of only 8. I could not be more grateful for the chance to work with a project that I personally deeply align with, a more humane, non-commercial internet. Now, founder Craig Newmark once said in an interview with PC Magazine that simple is beautiful and that functional is beautiful. The fact that the main site has remained unchanged for so long is a testament to this unyielding ethos. I would like to add to this, however, that both form and function are not in direct competition with each other, but should be joined together. By realizing a cart sorting research, I obtained this information from contrasting several of the categories in the site. What exactly does this all mean then? Well, it means that from the categories tested, only 45% of the participants figured the right location for each and every single one of the labels. Why is that? Well, going back to the data, I noticed several patterns. Within them, I found repeating labels, ambiguous wording, and a lack of differentiation of what I personally call doing and looking. Within the site, there are multiple labels that repeat throughout the different categories. For example, labor in writing and gigs compared to labor in the services category, or writing and jobs. The different housing labels within its own category can also be confusing as well. Another area of improvement for the site is the ambiguous wording in its terms. For example, the multiple acronyms used throughout the site or the difference between a gig and a service are not clearly indicated. Last but not least, I would like to bring attention to what I call doing and looking. Every user is looking for something in the site, and it is our duty to ensure the transition from the homepage to the goal for our users to be as effortless as possible. Through examination, I determined that there are the doing goals, activities such as promoting a service, ads for a small business, selling an item or requesting a lost item, or simply an opportunity to meet someone. Looking then, I would like to define as goals in which the user wants to get something from the site, such as to look for an event, for a job opportunity, to buy an item, or even to buy a house. Including within the looking category, of course, I would like to include the discussion forums as well, as the user, in the end, would like to obtain some information out of the site. Seeing the varied sites in which the site can improve, it is easy to become overwhelmed and ask, well, what to do? I present to you the following conundrum. Craigslist is renowned for its immutable layout. From what I understand, more than a design choice, this is a philosophy, and I will not ask of you to completely remodel the site, but I would like to encourage you to consider the following points. We could improve the current site, which would make it more welcoming to new users. It would not require the current ones to learn any new layouts, and it would keep the current image of the site. Unfortunately for us, this image is, for those that are not current members, one of confusion, dishonesty, and unlawfulness. Revamping the site, then, would help us align this public image with our actual current mission statement to restore the human aspect of the internet, to be an alternative to the impersonal corporate social media sites and bring forth community. And God knows that we do need this more now than ever. By revamping our image, this would in turn bring new users into the site as well. Change, however, is inherent. By modernizing our site, we risk staggering our current audience, so easing the process for this new era would be imperative. Now then, if we were to improve the current site, how would we go about it? Well, for starters, we should create a landing page. This could be either a pop-up asking users if it's their first time or allowing them to forego it entirely. This would benefit both the current and a possible revamped site. Second, adding definitions to the site to make it more comprehensible should ease in new users. My suggestion then is to show these site suggestions if users hover over a word. A definition would appear after a bit. However, if we are to remodel the site from the get-go rather than giving it a new coat of paint, these are my suggestions. Remodeling the site structure to better represent the different needs that a user would have is a must. Then, differentiating this philosophy of looking and doing to help us help the user is imperative. Perfection, then, isn't the absence of problems, but it is in fact finding better problems. As such, these suggestions should simply serve as a starting point towards continual improvement, regardless of the path taken. I would like to thank you all for this time. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me and I will be more than happy to answer. There is a place for our site. The world desperately needs a sense of community now more than ever before, and we are more than able to provide. Our prospective user base needs us, even if they are not aware of it yet. It is our duty then to make them understand. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time, and I will see you next time.